Imagine a 230-foot-tall rocket booster, heavier than a fully loaded Boeing 747, plummeting back to Earth at over 3,100 miles per hour. Not long ago, that scenario would have seemed impossible. Yet, in a stunning feat of engineering, SpaceX has done what no one thought possible. The Super Heavy booster was successfully caught by the Mechazilla tower at Starbase, Texas. This moment marks a historic leap in reusable rocket technology and signals the dawn of a new era in spaceflight. From the outside, Mechazilla looks like a massive steel skyscraper with two enormous arms reaching skyward. Standing at nearly 480 feet tall, taller than the Statue of Liberty, this tower is not just a catcher, it's a precision tool designed to transform how humanity approaches space. Instead of relying on heavy landing legs or drone ships, SpaceX now has a way to grab rockets mid-air, drastically reducing turnaround time between launches. To truly appreciate the breakthrough, we need to rewind and look at why this was necessary. A Falcon 9 launch costs around $67 million, and while partially reusable, refurbishing its boosters takes weeks and millions in extra costs. Now imagine a Super Heavy booster, capable of lifting 330,000 pounds to orbit. If it required the same refurbishing process, Musk's vision of daily Starship launches multiple times per day simply wouldn't be viable.
The Mechazilla concept solves this problem in a radical way. By catching the booster, SpaceX eliminates the need for heavy legs, reducing the mass that must be lifted and maximizing the payload to orbit. More importantly, the booster can be immediately repositioned for its next mission, cutting down time from weeks to hours. This is not just reusability, it's rapid turnaround reusability on a scale never seen before. But the challenge was monumental. The Super Heavy booster, weighing over 7.9 million pounds at liftoff, had to align perfectly with a 40-foot-wide target moving in real time. A single miscalculation could have sent the rocket crashing into the tower, causing catastrophic damage and potentially setting back the entire Starship program. Yet SpaceX pulled it off, demonstrating surgical precision in motion. The success of this catch relied on an intricate blend of technology. Titanium grid fins, each capable of rotating 20 degrees, guided the booster through the atmosphere like a dart. Onboard computers recalculated landing trajectories 50 times per second, while the tower's moving arms tracked the rocket in real time. The result? A flawless mid-air grab that combined mechanical engineering, computer science, and real-time physics at a scale never attempted before. Let's take a moment to appreciate the stakes. Early Starship test flights had already shown how unforgiving rocket recovery can be. The April 2023 Booster 7 test ended with a massive explosion, destroying parts of the launch pad and scattering debris for miles. SpaceX had to innovate drastically to prevent such catastrophic events from happening with Mechazilla, and they did.
The successful catch isn't just a milestone, it's proof that Elon Musk's vision for daily Starship launches is achievable. With Mechazilla, boosters can be caught, refueled, and prepared for relaunch in just 1 hour. This could eventually turn Starship into a vehicle as routine as a commercial airliner, revolutionizing both orbital and interplanetary travel. But what does this mean for space exploration? First, it drastically lowers the cost of access to orbit. A Starship launch could cost less than $10 million, while lifting 10 times the payload of a Falcon 9. That's roughly 100 times cheaper per pound to orbit, a difference that could turn the dream of Mars colonization into a tangible reality. Second, Mechazilla sets a precedent for future space infrastructure. The tower itself functions not only as a catcher, but also as a hub for fueling, stacking, and rapid relaunch operations. Its successful use proves that large-scale, reusable rocket operations are possible and opens the door for industrial-scale orbital missions, lunar bases, and even Martian colonies. Let's break down the physics for a moment. The booster is descending at terminal velocity, with forces exceeding 3,100 miles per hour and carrying millions of pounds of mass. Grid fins adjust its orientation, thrusters provide minute corrections, and the tower arms move to meet it at the exact moment. Everything must synchronize within fractions of a second. One error, and the consequences would be catastrophic. Yet the first live catch was perfect. If you're excited by this feat, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because future Starship missions will only get bolder, and we'll be breaking them down step by step.
Now, let's consider the broader implications. With Mechazilla proven, SpaceX can scale Starship operations dramatically. Imagine multiple Starship launches per day, ferrying satellites, cargo, and eventually humans into orbit with unprecedented efficiency. The cost per kilogram plummets, and the pace of space colonization accelerates. This is a technological shift that changes the game for commercial spaceflight, national space agencies, and the future of Mars exploration. This success also demonstrates the audacity of human engineering. Catching a massive rocket mid-air might have seemed impossible just a decade ago, yet today it is reality. The combination of advanced materials, real-time computing, guidance algorithms, and sheer mechanical ingenuity converged to make history at Starbase. As we look forward, Mechazilla isn't just a tower, it's a symbol of what's possible when vision meets execution. It proves that rockets can be treated like reusable airplanes, opening the door to daily operations in orbit, large-scale Mars missions, and perhaps one day, even routine interplanetary travel. This historic catch will go down in history alongside other aerospace milestones, from the Wright brothers' first flight to the Apollo moon landings. But unlike those early achievements, Mechazilla shows us that spaceflight can now be routine, precise, and reusable, a new standard for humanity's reach into the cosmos. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at SpaceX's monumental achievement, subscribe for upcoming coverage of Starship launches, Mechazilla operations, and deep technical breakdowns. And let us know in the comments, now that Mechazilla has proven itself, what do you think the next milestone in reusable spaceflight will be? Keep looking up, because the era of daily reusable rockets is no longer in the future. It's here, it's real, and humanity is reaching higher than ever before.